Good morning, everyone. Two of the girls in Emma Parrish's design team have recently set their own Ko-Fis up, and Janette has also got an Etsy, and they have their own pages on Facebook. So I wanted to give them a wee shout out today, because when you first start out, it's really hard because there are so many out there now. There's a lot of the guys who are now doing, the AI images that you fussy cut. You've got those that have been going for years, like our Tracy. It is a really difficult thing to get into now. So the two girls are Janette and Elizabeth, and they are just the loveliest people you could want to meet. Janette, most of hers are selling products that she has made, a lot of them for her design team work. And she's also just started making printables to make cards. So they're like build a card kit is the way to explain it. So I just want to show you this card kit that she has done. I'll just move those over there. It took a while to get organised today. I've got Levi shouting on his Xbox, so you may hear a bit of that, the excitement when they're trying to encourage the other person to do something, and we don't need that. Right, these are the inserts, which are great. You print them on paper, you just fold them in half and pop them into your card. Brilliant. Obviously, you cut them down to the size you want them, or you can print them off bigger for the size you want again. Then you've got this lovely here. I love doing these where you cut the images out and you build them up. Now, that is this one here. That is this card. Sorry, I'm trying to keep the PC on so I've got a bit more light. That is this card. Now, I don't know whether you can see the layers, but I used to love making these a lot years ago. So this is this kit. This is the ribbon along here. And this here is one of the flowers that you fussy cut. Now the elements, how she has the elements, sorry, throat going. How she has the elements is you choose which elements you want and then you print them at the size you want, which is great. So you're not printing off a whole page with, say, 30 elements. You're only going to use 2 or 3. So it's really energy saving. Now this one is almost a full A4 size. I've cut a wee bit off the top and the bottom just to marry it in. Now the other thing you'll notice is her papers all have the matte layer on, which is brilliant because sometimes you cannot find that right colour for your matte. So inside I've actually put 2 lots. I used to love doing this years ago. You have this one here and then you've got your main one in the middle. It just gives it a bit more of a luxurious look. Having paper, an insert inside your cards, it looks more, professional, and it really does look nice. You can tell the difference between a card that somebody's got out of a box at Christmas because it is just the fold in half type and somebody's gone to a shop. The paper is different, you can tell the difference. So that's the first card, which is made up from this one. This is just a few of the elements. Now I've only printed them off small just so I could show you. There's no point in printing them all off big. You've got some beautiful bows. The flowers are wonderful. And this holly, I absolutely love the holly. But as I say, there are a lot of elements that you can print off. Then she's given you these. Now, these can be used in 2 ways. One, you can cut them out, fold them in half, and then print the images off to go on the card. So it's just a small card that's fit in a small envelope. Or what most of the time you would do is you would print this off, and the images that you've got, you would back these onto, so you've got your mats. And I'll show you that idea in a moment. I love these two. These are the 2 I actually used. And look at these. How pretty are these? Now, the other thing about our Janette is she's done a lot of scrapbooking. So if anybody has a 12 by 12 printer, I know they are out there, you could actually take her kits and you could print them off and you can do your scrapbooking pages, and everything is there that you would want to use. Absolutely beautiful. Look at these gorgeous ribbons. The ribbon strips are lovely. So it's definitely playing up today. And we've got the dogs barking too. It's all right. The kids are in school downstairs today because it's their Christmas party. So, you know, 1 out of 3's away. So we're not going to do too bad today. So these are the other 2 cards I've made. This is that holly. But this one was 9 to a page size that I printed on here. And you can see the mats. Just going to make sure you can see them really well. I'm going to bring you down just a tiny bit. That's better. Yeah, probably be able to see better now. Now, these are the mats. You've got the sort of yellowy, creamy one under this one and the green one under here. So quick and easy to make. You've just got your topper all made. All I did was just stick the holly on. And it looks like I've spent a long time making these, but I haven't. But it looks professional because you've got your matte layers. I've popped a bit of sparkle on these. I always use the Nouveau Sparkle pens, but it's exactly the same as the Wink Stella. Same sort of thing. And I think they look lovely. And these are a lot smaller. And again, you've got your insert inside, which really makes such a difference. And it feels so nice too. So that's our Janette's. That's one of her kits. Now I want to get my iPad up, and they are on Ko-fi. Okay. Now both the girls, they give freebies away on Ko-fi and on their pages, so I will show you those too. This is our Janette on Etsy, Crafting Dragon Designs. And if I pull this up, you will see, other than the fact she's got a wee dragon here, which I'm hoping you can see the dragon. Isn't he adorable? She has several things that she has made. You've got folios, you've got folders, you've got tags, and they are absolutely wonderful. I mean, look at these. If it'll come up. Beautiful. Aren't they gorgeous? So she has a lot, and she's only just opened her shop back up again because she's been away to Lanzarote, and she's just opened the shop back up again. So there are some absolutely gorgeous makes in here. Absolutely beautiful. So she has them both. As I say, she's got her Etsy, which is this one where she sells her journals and things like that. She has her Ko-fi, and she has her page. That's our Janette. Now let's get on to Elizabeth. Bless her heart. Right, now Elizabeth, let's bring the big pile over. It is a pile. This is the pile. Okay. Now I'm going to show you these in a moment. What I want to do is just go through the printables that I've got first, because there's some of these are freebies and they are great. This one, I'm sure I have the big size. Yeah, I have the big size. The reason I put the little size in is because this one, that I'm going to show you in a moment, has got these images in. I put them together. Right. One of the freebies is you get, and that is on Ko-fi, you get 2 of these together. Really quick to make a card. Quick and easy. I've put a little bit of sparkle on, which you might be able to see on the Let It Snow and on the baubles. And it's done. Now, these would be great in a Christmas journal. You could pop it in and you can journal on here. Quick, easy. You can back it with a coffee dye paper colour, you know, whichever colour you want. Just a backing on the back. Or you could just get some distress ink and whip around the edges, or you could even put a little fussy cut in the corner and pop that in your journal. But if you've got kids that have not done their Christmas cards yet, these are unbelievable. I'm considering that they're a freebie. Excellent, no hassle. So that's that one here. Now I absolutely love this. I only saw this one this morning. I missed this when she posted it up. So we have these two letters. So you've got a Dear Santa, okay, sending it off to Santa, a Santa letter, and it is not too late to send to Santa. And then you've got another one, which is from the desk of Santa. Can you see that? From the desk of Santa Claus. And the most amazing thing about this, when I've seen these, she's actually put the official address to send your letter to Santa. I was amazed. I'm sure it said Nebraska. I might be wrong, but I'm sure that's what it said this morning. I was absolutely gobsmacked. And you've got these beautiful envelopes. Absolutely lovely, lovely envelopes. Santa's belt on there. Beautiful, really beautiful envelopes. So, you know, if the wee ones haven't done their list yet, or even the big ones, you've got it there already. I think that is great. And that's a freebie as well. Okay, now this is the other freebie, which I've already backed this morning. And I've backed it with one of the marble papers. So you've got this lovely marble paper. I'm hoping you can see all the wonderful colours in that one. And then this one. Now I use this one because I thought, oh, that goldy yellow would be perfect. So I'm going to do something with these in a moment. Then this is the other freebie. I'll say these are all freebies. Beautiful. These mice are just adorable, aren't they? Absolutely lovely. And then she's done lots and lots of little labels. Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas, Peace and Light. You've got Oh Holy Night on there. Jingle Bells, Winter's Blessing, Mistletoe, Winter Wonderland. Lots of wonderful, wonderful words. Now her shop is called Petals and Parchments. I can't mind if I said that our Janette's was Crafting Dragon Designs, but I will link all this below. So the first thing I made for Elizabeth was this folio. It's the first thing she made and it's in the shop, and I thought, right, okay, let's have a go at this. Now she has actually brought an add-on kit to this, and in the add-on kit you've got the wee little books, so I will show you those in a minute. So the folio, isn't it fun? Just so fun in here. I do love nutcrackers, I really do. I've put several pockets in this one, and you've got your lovely tags. It doesn't take much, does it? You've just got a couple of little labels on here that she has. Now this image, the vintage images, are in the add-on, okay, and they are beautiful. Absolutely lovely. And as you can see, I've done a big huge pocket and then a little one on the bottom. Let's just tuck those out of the way so I can then get in the top bit. Especially trying to pull it out. Our Santa. Now I've not seen a blue tree. I'll tell you something, in the UK everybody is going for white trees this year. I don't know whether America's doing the same, but here it's all white trees. Everybody's going for the white ones. Now I've got a white tree that when Levi was about a year old, I bought it and I made all the ornaments for it. I knitted them all, from bells to the angel to a set of drums with this drumstick for the drummer boy, and everything from fruit and gingerbread biscuits, everything. Absolutely amazing. And the tree was starting to get a little bit grey looking now. I mean, you think it'd be 17 after Christmas, so obviously, you know, it's 16 years old. It's sort of looking the worse for wear. So I managed to get one on Argos, and it was £5. I was absolutely gobsmacked. It's one of those ones that's about 3-4 feet high, you know, a mini one. So that was really a big treat this year. So I've managed to change it for him. No, don't you love gingerbread, me? Funny, I was talking to somebody, Wilma, And we were talking about gingerbread, how we love the images of gingerbread men. And she says, I love gingerbread men, she says, but I don't like the taste of them. And I thought, gosh, you know, I'm the same. I'll make them. I make them for the grandkids because they love them. But no. I'm not over keen on the taste of them. Whereas gingerbread, as in the cake gingerbread, I would eat till the cows come home. Right, on the back here, so we've got some more little... Look, little deer, aren't they wonderful? Another little tag there. My favourite, a snow globe. I do love snow globes. How's this? Beautiful. Right in this top pocket, got some minis, mini ones. So that's her Christmas folio. I'm popping them all back in the right place because otherwise I really won't remember where they all came from. That's it. Now on the front here, whoops, this is another piece of ephemera, and all I've done is just stick down the sides here so that it can be used as a tucky flap, you know, and I've glued this bit as well so that when you close it, and there's no hassle, it just automatically clips into here. You just lift it up and clip it in. So glued from there round to there, and then you just flip it up and it fits in perfectly. And I love this wee folio, I really do. I think it is so fun. You know, when you think these girls are just starting out, absolutely beautiful. So as I say, in the add-on kit, other than all these amazing vintage images, you've got these. Our little books, and these are just so fun. Now I will have to bring you down because the images are tiny, absolutely tiny. Yeah, you should be able to see now. Look at these, the kids, and you know, with the tree. Beautiful images. And these are in the add-on kit. Along, obviously they're bigger than this, but obviously I printed them off small so they would fit in here. I'm sure I did the, you know, lots and lots on a page one, the last printing that you can do. I love that image. There's two little dicky birds. They're sitting on a bench. That's lovely, aren't they? Really fabulous vintage images. A couple wonderful vintage Santorini sleigh there, absolutely beautiful. And I actually took a picture of these on the tree, and they look wonderful, they really do. I sent the images to Elizabeth, and I will put them up at the beginning of here. And these, I've used, these papers are the vintage music papers from Emma that I cut the little pockets out of. And then the little tags, these are from Emma's Christmas Fairies. And then you can see this is the freebie with the mouse, so they're in there too. And then you've got all these little pretty tags going right the way through it. And they're just so fun, aren't they? Quick and easy to do, and obviously you can fill them with whatever you like. So that's the little one. And as I say, they are in the add-on for the Christmas folio. So you get the two books, and you get all the images on this side, the vintage ones. Okay, so that's that. Now I thought I'd do a very quick sort of craft this morning. A craft with me. I just pulled out some bits of lace, which are just here. Yeah, just some bits of lace, and I've got bits of all sorts over here, and bits that come there. There's a couple of bits of ephemera that actually come with these tags. And then here, these were left over from doing Tracy Fox's December daily. I thought, well, they might come in useful. And I thought, right, I'm going to get them cut out so they're backed first with that lovely paper. If you want to use these for gift tags, obviously you don't back them, you just cut them out as they are, and then you can write on the back. Perfect. And I think they would make really, really nice gift tags. I really do. So let me see what I've got. I just literally went and just pulled bits out. I'm not too sure what I've got. This is white lace, but it seems to be curling. Something terrible. I think I'd have to use fabric tack on this one. It's sort of on a roll, this one. I'm just wondering whether these would go on or whether it would be too much. Seems to be a bit heavy on that, doesn't it? I'll probably work on this one. Yeah, I think I could get some onto that on there. So that would be quite nice. So I'll just cut that out and pop it to one side. It's all rolling together. It's like, I don't want to play today. I want to go back to sleep. So let me put that over there. That's the other plain one. And then let's see if I can find some better. What's this lace? Oh, this looks quite vintage, this one. I think that might be a bit heavy for that one. Let's try this one. Yeah, I like that one on that one. So let's just take a wee bit of that off of there. I do tend to sort of mass make, you know, do things to get, you know, do 2 or 3 things together. Do any of you watch Tina Shabby Dabby Doo when she does her mass makes? I love watching her doing her mass makes, and she lands up with so much stuff at the end of it. It's great. It started with me when I was doing the cards, you know, with the Christmas cards. And obviously I first started doing like the cross stitch like most people do. And then the blog trains were going on for people who were doing designs on Photoshop. And they were all doing the designs purely and simply for scrapbooking. You know, digital scrapbooking. And I used to take those images and then make cards from them. And I sort of kind of like went from there, and this is long before they started doing CD-ROMs and things like this. You know, it was all really about the girls and what they used to give on their blogs, and that's how I sort of started. Just skip it down so I go for a roll. And when I was doing the cards, obviously I would sort of say I was using a snow globe, I would make sure I had several printed off. I would get them all cut out. This was long before they thought of scan and cut and Cricut. They didn't even exist in those days, you know, they just weren't around. And, you know, I used to do it that way. And once I got a design, I would keep to that design, but alter it maybe in colour or adding something different to it, you know. And I find, you know, when you're doing something like that, and I've never really got out of the habit of it. It's like when you're doing something like a journal. If you've got a lot of journaling cards, you would print them all off and back them all together and do it that way. This way, let's cut him down there. Sure, whether I want it up there or not. No, I'm going to cut that right down to just there. Not actually. You can definitely see I did not prep this at all. Oh dear. So have you guys watched any of Tracy's design team doing their makes? I've just laughed because, you know, I mess up. When you see others messing up, it makes you feel so good because, you know, we're all imperfect. We all have those days when things just get stuck in the wrong way. So what is everybody doing for the holidays this year? I mean, are you going to family? Are you staying home? Do you actually celebrate? I mean, I know in the group there's quite a few who are, I call them Wiccans, they're New Age, they celebrate Yule. which is beautiful. And the traditions of going out and cutting the Yule log, and it used to be underneath the bed. I remember making my first Yule log, as in, you know, the chocolate variety with sponge cake when I was at school. I still remember doing that. It fascinated me so much that you could, you know, you put the sponge into the tea towel and roll it up. Absolutely fascinated me, that did. There. Oops. There we go. Floppy bits on this. Right, one more. As soon as you get to this stage where you've cut them out, you've put the grommet in, you're sort of almost home dry, aren't you? I'm not doing any sewing on these, obviously, but if you are going to sew anything, make sure you put the grommet in afterwards. I do sometimes sew with the grommet in. I know how my machine works and how I can lift the foot and swing around the grommet, but I wouldn't want you to damage your machine. Right, so that bit was easy. Now, words. I've got some words here. Let's get the other scissors. Silent Night, Silver Bells, just Noel, Christmas Wish. Silent Night, I think, would be lovely. I remember my sister, when she was at school, they all learnt Silent Night in German. So of course she came out and taught all us. And I still remember it now. Right, I think that one would look good on that one. Silver bells. Let's try cutting silver bells out. Oops. Yeah, silver bells. That's 2. Now, I don't know if these will be too big on these yet. I think I'm going to have to cut these down a bit for going on as a tag there. They're actually meant for the build-up tags, the other ones. Let's cut it down and see if that will work. There, see, that will work. And then there was another one. There it is underneath here. I'll keep that over there for that. Don't want to lose it. And oh, it's calm. That will be nice. Oh. I'm very eerily quiet here. That is so unusual. There. And I can stick them on. Oh, my Vibratax bubbling. Don't you love that when it gets to that time when the bottle is sort of like getting towards empty and it starts to bubble up like no tomorrow out the top. Okay, come on. No protesting this morning. Yep, there it is. I know it works because I was using it. There we are, Angel. I was thinking of actually popping these in the prayer journal I made my mum. I think she would quite like that. And that's silver belts. Well, these came together well, considering I didn't have a clue what I was going to do with them. I was trying to get a bit of all the freebies printed up and all that. When you're doing 2 people, not just one, because normally you just do one person, don't you, when you're doing you know, the person that you're actually demonstrating. But when you do 2, it's much more complicated. Yeah. Silent Night. So I think they look lovely. I did get some wee flowers out, but I don't know whether that might be too much. I do think that is much too big. Yeah, I've got some smaller ones here. Oops. I'm just going to take one off. Oops, that's gone on the floor. It went for a run. Bend the back over. And I don't know whether this will look any good on here or not, to be quite honest. But I need to take a bit more off that back. Maybe up there. Not sure. My mum loves as much bling as you can get on something, you know. Chintz is the word. Everything has flowers on it. Lots of bows, lots of flowers. So when I'm making things, I try to go over the top. You know, I don't go minimalist. I go, yep, this is for my mum. Let's get that to stick down. Just hold it for a sec. Yeah, I think that one will be okay. If it doesn't stop bouncing. Right, that'll be great once it's set. And I better do another one to match so we've got a few together. And let's just cut that right off. Did any of you make the fumaran flowers years ago? Where you'd be heating it up and then trying to shape it. It was a great idea, but I think it took so long just to get a flower. I've still got lots of the flipping stuff in a box somewhere. You know, you'd put your stamens in. And then there's the other one, isn't there, which is, it's like plastic, where you heat the plastic and it bends and curls. I cannot for the life remember what that one is, but that was another one. I still think using ball tools is the best way, or using, you know, if you're doing like holly, like I did on the cards. When I was doing the cards with the holly on, I went down the vein with my pokey tool. I just went down like so. I had somewhere where it fold, and then I used the side of the desk just to curl both sides and then push. So you've just got that little bit of height, which I don't think it actually shows when you put it on film, does it? When you're doing it on camera, where is it here? But these are actually you won't be able to see it, but these, if you actually run your finger over, you can actually feel where it goes up and down. I don't know if there's any way you can actually see it, but I've been doing that for years, you know, manipulating the paper. There, that's on there, so they're all slightly different. Now I've found some silver ribbon. Here it is. You see, sat at my desk now, just because I'm doing a wing it today. Oh my goodness. Let's get some silver ribbon and scissors. Go. Well, yesterday I was absolutely gobsmacked because I reached 1,850. I've lost one overnight because obviously, if you don't know about YouTube, if you're not active on YouTube for 6 months, they remove you. You know, so all your subscriptions that you've done, they remove you from them. So they're not counted as your numbers. And I remember going back a couple of years ago, they would do it in block. They wouldn't sort of do it consistently. They would suddenly come in and they'd just wipe you out. And oh my goodness, you'd suddenly lose about 50 and you're like, oh my goodness, you know, you'd worked so hard to build up your numbers. No, fingers are definitely not working again today. Come on. Stop being silly. That's it. think these are so pretty. And when you think that, you know, they're a freebie, it's like, and I look at her first stuff and what she's doing now, and I'm like, oh, I'm amazed. It's amazing how quick, you know, people change. You know, I mean, I tend to go back to Tracy, because Tracy, I remember the first thing she did. And my first journal that I made was with one of Tracy's kits, obviously. And I think it was about the second or the third thing she'd made. And if you ever see some of her early stuff compared with now, you wouldn't even think they were the same people. It is amazing how people grow and what they learn. And of course it's styles as well. I mean, Tracy's always been vintage, and, you know, she's always been ahead of other people. You know, I swear Tim Holtz copies her. That she gets the ideas and he comes along and borrows them. She has just some amazing eye. And of course we always get the bugs, don't we? How many bugs does she put out in a year? Yeah, I've not trimmed the tops, I will do that later. But quick, easy, simple to do. These tags you are just building up. So say for example you want to use this one, you could pop it on there, and then it had, I don't know, Heart the Herald Angels Sing, you know, build it up that way. We've got circles here. Yeah, so these are like builder tags, these ones, and you can, you know, just build them up and make them up. But I will do them later because I don't want to keep you too long. But this is just some of the things. Now, as I say, these girls have only been doing this for a couple of months, so it is wonderful to be able to share them and to enjoy their work. So I'm going to put all their links below. They both have shops on Facebook, not shops. They both have Facebook pages. If you could like those, like both their, you know, their Ko-fis. Follow it is on Ko-fi, isn't it? And follow Janette on Etsy. I would so appreciate it, because it would really, really give them such a boost knowing people are sponsoring them, you know, that they're there. And do go and have a look at what they've been doing. Have a look at the freebies that are coming out. I mean, they are beautiful. So thank you so much for being here. And I say this is just a gratitude day for me, to say thank you to these lovely ladies who do so much in the design team for our Emma. I'm just so grateful to them both. They are absolutely wonderful, lovely ladies. So thank you so much for being here today. Have an amazing day. We actually have puddles of sun today, and it's that winter sun that's low in the sky and gets you right in the eye. So I feel for any of the drivers out there today. But it's amazing. We've actually got a bit of sun. It's not that so dark. You just wonder whether it's night time all day. Anyway, love and blessings, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I would really, really appreciate it. I always subscribe back to everybody. Take care and have a wonderful day. Ta-da.